Once upon a time, there was a thriving city on the edge of a vast ocean, built entirely with LEGO bricks. Minifigs came from every part of the universe, seeking fame, fortune, and the opportunity to build something for themselves. And build they did. They called it MonoTown, named after the soaring monorails that crisscross the city skies. Slowly, it began. Rising temperatures led to unusually hot summers and warmer winters, reports of floods and crop failures, retreating polar ice caps. The planet was changing, and maybe dying. Experts and computer models agreed sea levels would rise and the world would never be the same again. The city, it seemed, was doomed. There is always a choice. They could abandon their city, or they could fight back, and fight back they did. MonoTown would stand against all of the rage and destruction that Mother Nature could muster. They would build the largest seawall the world had ever seen to protect them from the rising tides. It would take years, thousands of minifigs, and an incalculable amount of money, but they would save their city and their way of life. Join us to continue the journey of MonoTown, the last coastal LEGO city. City builds, sorting LEGO bricks, official LEGO set builds, and my own creations. All of it streamed live right here on Twitch. Welcome to MonoTownTV. What we're trying to do is build a shared story of heroes, villains, triumphs, and failures. We are building to support children in Lebanon. Welcome, viewers near and far. Thursday night here in Scotland, MonoTownTV HQ. And this is not just a normal night. Oh, guys, don't really know what happened there. We've got a bunch of alarms going off.
Within any electrical circuit, there is resistance.
So far, the MonoTown mainframe has been the main target of these attacks. It's the last coastal LEGO city fighting for survival. With me right now is Maz, hailing all the way from Scotland, and I'm told it's your birthday today. How old are you? It's a story that's constantly evolving, and we never really know where it's headed next. That thing is heavy.
The recent statement released by the so-called Factor faction is as disturbing as it is nonsensical.
The MonoTown Exchange, one of the largest stock markets in the world, is now opened to foreign direct investment. But we are prepared. Look, we're representing. You will not want to miss Sunday's stream. Let's see what's on the DVR tonight, the schedule. Sunday evening here in MonoTown HQ. Little just chatting, like that. Little Lego building, love that. The MonoTown Chronicles, always popular, and then more Lego building.
What a great evening it's going to be, folks. Welcome on in, welcome on in. Echo Bricks, how's it going? Happy Train, always good to see you. We are underway with another Sunday night stream, our favorite. Mr. Henry, good to see you as well. And, you know, as viewers are coming in, supporters, fans, friends, family, acquaintances, new folks, welcome to MonoTown, where we build Lego, we make sure that projects get quickly out of control, and we like to have a good time and build a shared story, as we were just talking about in our double intro. Because one intro is just not enough, right? What has been going on? Well, you know, we have had some drama on getting our latest Lego order to us. You might have seen on Twitter, but we ordered 2 daily bugles, and yesterday I was told that both would be arriving, and unfortunately DPD, which is a courier here in the UK, then claimed that they didn't know how to find my address. I think the guy was just tired and ready for a break. It was later in the day, and didn't get any deliveries, and then one of them showed up today, so that's what we're going to be building today. Got it right behind me here. This thing is very large. Something like 25 minifigs. So we'll get to that in just a moment. What else is going on? Oh, we've got some cool story development stuff that we can talk about. I don't know when exactly, but we have been scheming further on our idea for a sports club coming to MonoTown. You may have seen on Twitter that we're starting to leak various reports, and so that storyline is coming along nicely. I've gotten some input from a number of folks, and at some point we'll show you the logos that we came up with for MonoTown's football club. Very excited about those. Got a couple of really good options. I think one's a winner, so we'll talk about that. Yeah, it is massive. Happy Train, and we're gonna have 2 of them as soon as we can get the delivery arranged, because we're gonna build not 1 but 2 of these skyscrapers to make it mega tall. DPD does that crap to me all the time. I live in an apartment building behind a gate. They've taken to dropping people's packages at the call box out on the street. Oh, that is terrible. Yeah, I've had a few. I've had one out on the street, which was a box of food from like Mindful Chef, which is, you know, kind of a HelloFresh clone, and that was stolen almost immediately. I live on one of the busier streets in Edinburgh, and then I've had a bunch that are like dropped in the hallway down on the ground floor where nobody lives. So it's just like, come on. So yeah, lots going on in MonoTown over the weekend. We did a lot of cleaning in here. You probably can't tell. Maybe you could tell if you saw the overhead camera. In fact, I'm not even sure if this is working. Yes, it's working. So basically behind me, all of this stuff, there's so much decluttering that happened. You can't even see. And then what looks like that weird light vortex in the back, that's some cool power flicker stuff. So I think it looks nice. not exactly what I was going for, but you know, it's fine. It is fine. All right, shall we get to it? I've relocated a camera in advance of tonight. I've got one with a wide angle lens that's kind of right here. You can barely see it peeking out. And the reason for that is I'm pretty sure that this build is going to be too tall for the bench, and we'll need to get creative. But we got zoom cam, don't worry about that. We've got replaced cameras, and we'll just have to get creative. So without further ado, we might as well get rolling. Got my trusty prison shank knife. I don't know where I got this thing. but it's got a super dull blade, and so I use it to open packages, and it looks like, I don't know, it's like some sort of really cheap plastic handle, but it works, so that's good. All right, let's count these minifigs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 25 minifigs, ladies, gentlemen, and our non-binary friends. And how many pieces? 3,772. Ideal. All right, let's go. Happy Trainer, you washing Lego tonight? I think I saw that. Well, I was having to concentrate a lot in the opener today because there's like a lot of weird tech failures. This set could not have come at a better time. We need more skyscrapers for MonoTown, and I really like that they defaulted it to being very, very tall out of the box. Also, a bonus is they're using old school railroad tracks as some of the pieces, so I'm very, very pumped for this. We're gonna build it as is out of the box, but then we're not gonna have the Daily Bugle actually be in MonoTown. We're gonna alter it a little bit, but we'll build the first one verbatim. I think that was a line of floppy disks back in the 90s, verbatim. Pretty cool brand, actually. So I'm just taking bags that are in the high teens and kind of throwing them around. We don't need those yet. Thing is, with DPD, Mr. Henry, like, I agree, they really annoy me, but then they also deliver on Saturday and Sunday, which, you know, doesn't happen in the US, so it's kind of like, yeah, they'll blow a delivery on the weekend every now and then, but still got it. So we need to figure out when we want to talk about storylines. Okay, there's an entire other huge box inside this box. Let's see here. I really cleaned off the bench. It's hard to overstate how much cleaning happened this weekend. But if we're honest, and we always are with you, our viewers, we probably could have gotten a little further on some of these projects, or as we say in Scotland, these projects, if I hadn't had some epic StarCraft games with friends. I think the Hammer is a big StarCraft fan, so one of our viewers. And he saw that I was playing because we were using Discord for chat, so that was kind of cool. Hey, Ratch rules, yes, projects. Projects. Bag one, there we go. Bag four, the unnamed MISC bag right here. Massive instruction book and sticker set. Random stray piece. That doesn't sound Very good. Raturals, we are building the Daily Bugle today. Just arrived. We're very excited. It's going to be a new super skyscraper for MonoTown. Some tiles. Another bag one. Threes and fours. 2 bag twos. This is high quality narration, folks. It's so odd there's the one random brick. Alright, now this box is now empty. Got our trusty base plate here. Let's find our instructions, shall we? Because we do not like using paper instructions. Daily Bugle, LEGO, instructions. Seven, 6, 1. 7, 8 is the set number. There's been a few Daily Bugle sets apparently, so we are making sure we're getting the right one. Building instructions, there we go. What? Doesn't look like they have the instructions online yet. Wow. Look at this. Daily Bugle. That's not it. If we then go search, we don't have the instructions online yet. Hands full of battery acid, Happy Train. Well, good luck. Oh my goodness. This is nuts, chat. We're gonna have to use paper instructions. The set is so new that they do not have the instructions online. I know, this is big. This is a controversy. Or as we would say in Scotland, a controversy. One of the weirdest pronunciations of all time. Man, there's a ton of stickers. Look at this. Oh, you can't see that. Hang on. One full sheet and a little bit more. Instruction book. Welcome to Daily Bugle. All right, let's open up page 1. Take the Daily Bugle tour. All right, let's take the tour, shall we, chat? Starting on the ground floor, grab a drink from the cooler and our receptionist will check you in. I think I will grab a drink right now. Out on the street level, you'll find a host of authentic New York characters and icons. Just try not to make eye contact with Sandman. Good tips, good tips. Heading up on the lift, our first stop is the bullpen, the beating heart of the Daily Bugle's news operations. Good. Loads of journalists. We love journalists. On the second floor, you'll find our photographer. That's first floor in the UK. Ground would be the first floor in the US. Lots of good stuff. I'm not going to spoil too much of it, though. Here's all of our minifigs. check this out. We've got Spider-Man OBS, Ghost Spider, Gwen Stacy's all-action alter ego, Mysterio, which I've never heard of, Venom, cool, terrible movie, Miles Morales, awesome, Sandman, very cool. Let's see here. We got Black Cat, Robbie Robertson, the Bugle editor, Aunt May, that's good, Ben, a reporter, always first with the big stories. Let's see, Firestar, cool, Daredevil, very cool, The Punisher, also cool. We got some civilians, unnamed. Peter Parker, Gwen Stacy, Spider Ham, part pig, part spider, all hero. Carnage. Mysterio is the villain in the last Spider-Man movie, which I have not seen, Mr. Henry. Max, welcome on in. How's it going? Played by Jake Gyllenhaal. Okay, cool. Green Goblin, very cool. And Doc Ock. A lot of very cool. Man, so these instructions have tons of explanation. We've got a bunch of different newspaper headlines. It's time to follow the instructions and create the story of the year. All right, let's get on to it. A lot of bag explanations. Okay, here we go. Step 1. But we are going to make some slight modifications as always because we are not we're going to place this within the city, which means some of the curbing and stuff that we would normally do we don't need. Did you like the last Spider-Man movie, Mr. Henry? I should probably watch it. I loved Into the Spider-Verse. Now, one thing I am interested about is how much alley space there's on either side of this building. I think that could be interesting, to say the least. Max, what are you up to today? Thanks for joining us. All right. It was all right, nothing special. You're really selling it there, Mr. Henry. All right, first step we're going to skip because we're not going to do the curbing because we will have curbs in MonoTown that we do. Go ahead and zoom in. I'll move the instructions so you guys can see this a little bit better. Happy Train, you did hear about StarCraft. I play Terran, and I am as uncreative a player as could possibly be had. And I almost never play 1v1s, because that's like a completely different skill set in that game. But I got some friends I've played with for 20 years. StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2. Actually, like 25 for one of them. It's nuts. I'd say it's probably my all-time favorite game, if I really had to pick. All right, so normally we'd be doing curbing right there, but because we're going to integrate this with the MonoTown streets, we're not doing curbing. So we leave the first 2 rows blank. And then we'll fill them in later when we place the building on the streets of MonoTown. Nope, already made a mistake. Something tells me this build is going to take forever. But we got 2 of them we got to power through. The reason I wanted to get this build going is because I definitely need more skyline interest into the city. We need that. And we're planning to, let's see here. We're gonna get the mountain going soon, and I just want to see how placement looks. And we definitely need to talk a little bit about story progression, because we've made a lot of progress and we've got some decisions to make, team. Echoes redeeming those channel points like they're going out of style. Love it. They are going out of style. Here's a minifig. Got a scared face and a smiley face. We'll do smiley face. I think this is Aunt May. Yeah. It's a sweater. Yep. Mr. Henry, that is a lot of holdings there. I think you're on your way to being one of MonoTown's wealthiest citizens. We're gonna have to like get a special redemption just for you on the channel points. One by 3 plate goes there. I am in such a habit of scrolling the instructions. All right. More sidewalk, or as we say in Scotland, pavement. I mean, both make sense, I think, but sidewalk is a little bit more, it makes a little bit more sense. What do we think? Let's discuss. You know, it doesn't always have to be a sidewalk if it's pavement. Pavement could also just be referring to any type of pavement. There was this brief moment where I debated whether I should do light gray or dark gray for sidewalk tiles. And I think I'm really happy with picking the dark gray because it just fits LEGO's strategy, I think. And it looks pretty good. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. Missed. One, two. Oh no. Two, 4, 5. 2, 4, 5. Cool. Rojas. Welcome on in. Yeah, it's the Daily Bugle, and it is big. I think we're going to be building for a while. We've got one of our two that have arrived, and the other one is still floating around Edinburgh somewhere in a delivery van. Who knows when it might show up. Both of them were supposed to arrive yesterday. We're glad we got one. How's it going in your part of the world? Had a pretty nice, relaxing day. Didn't do a whole lot. Kind of a late night Friday night, a little bit unusual. Friend came over. We were up until the wee hours of the morning. No vaccine impacts yet. I got vaccinated on Friday. That was a big deal. We're very excited about that. Where's that last 1x2? Well, we're gonna move on because I'm sure it'll pop up at some point. There it is, just like that. My least favorite bit of modulars, which is putting the floor in. So now we're doing this parquet. It'll look nice when it's done, but we won't enjoy it necessarily. Whenever you arrive, Rojas always kind of, it's like, kind of like Rohan, you know, in Lord of the Rings. Rojas. The Riders of Rojas. This tune is a little bit slow. Needs more upbeat stuff. And it is starting to get warm in the Lego room. So we need a strategy. Last year, we just sat in here and sweat. It was very uncomfortable. Just trying to make sure that all these are straight. It was funny, I was getting ready for the stream and random stuff was like not working. Like I've got an extension cord that I put in and taped it all down and made sure everything was like nice and neat and so forth. And then like, I think it's broken or something because nothing's getting powered. So that would have scuttled the city build plans. Did spend quite a bit of time mic testing on Saturday. Need more time. We take a few days off around this upcoming weekend, so that'll give us a little bit more time to play around with some stuff. One more course of these. Oop. getting like shelled with text. Seeing if anything's going on, and then I'll get rid of them. We've gotten rid of them. Sorry about that. Okay. That step is done, but now we just double checking 1, 2, 3. Yep. Yep. There we go, making progress. I think Spider-Man is one of my favorite superheroes. I do feel like the movies have not been that great, which is why the Miles Morales one I think was just so nice. Like finally we have a good movie. I think when the first Spider-Man came out back in like what 2000 or whatever, 99, 98, it was pretty good. I enjoyed that. But Spider-Man 3, where he does that weird emo dance, was really terrible. Like that's got to be one of the worst scenes in cinema that I've ever witnessed. Stickers, just stay out of the way here. How's that? There we go. I was up last night watching, I don't know, just some nonsense on TV, and then I saw a friend of mine, a guy I know, an acquaintance. He did some 100-kilometer walk in one day. I think it was like 24 hours, 100 kilometers. I couldn't believe that. I was like, man. Bet he's sore today. Bet he's sleeping most of the day too. Okay. Flooring, we're making progress. This building's got a lot of gray. It's the superstar destroyer of modulars, maybe. Okay, so that goes there, I think. Lone Gopher, welcome on in. What are you up to this morning your time? I'm guessing. You have to buy more Lego? Did I tell you what I bought? I don't think so. Did you? No, I'm gonna say no. Making coffee here in a sec. All right, coffee sounds good. It's a very bright green. I think I used this color for my bike lanes. Maybe it's a darker. Might have been darker. And then LEGO Group comes out and uses blue for the bike lanes, which kind of annoyed me. I don't think I'm switching it though. We'll see. I bought something from this flash list. Can I PM you? You can guess. Yeah, sure. Trying to think. What did you buy? You bought Super Star Destroyer. Oh, here we go. A flash sale. I'm not sure what this is. Is this one of those things where everybody pays like $5 or something? You get a opportunity to win it. I think you got either the Millennium Falcon or Hogwarts Castle. Those are my guesses. I got a feeling, Lone Gopher, that like your love of collecting stuff that stems from Magic cards, you know, they're a lot smaller and a lot thinner, but you already have Hogwarts, so then definitely the Falcon, or the Falcon, as we would say, maybe, in America. I don't know why I said why I pronounce it Falcon. But if if a bird falcon flew by, I would say falcon. Like I would say falconeer, not falconeer, but I always say the Millennium Falcon. I think it just sounds cooler. Yeah, I think it's the Falcon. All right, we're 4 wide, which is right. A lot of jumper pieces being used here. I bet I don't even have any green 1x2 jumpers. 2, 3. Discounted Falcon. So how does it work on these flash sales? I don't get it. Explain it to us. Zabby.com. I think they're gonna regret the free shipping to Hawaii. Sato, welcome on in. What are you up to? You know what was kind of dumb that I didn't do before the stream, everyone, is I didn't eat anything. I kind of had a late lunch, so I thought it'd be fine, but I'm getting hungry now. They do flash sales of big sets. What is a flash sale? That price looks really high. $900 for the Falcon. If you look at the red coupon box. Oh. Special offer. Weird. I'll have to check it out. I will have to check that out. Oh, they must. Yeah, okay. It's $7.49 in the red box. Yeah. I'm trying to do the conversion. Yeah, it's probably about 100 pounds off. Zavi is UK based. I'll have to check them out. Definitely gonna check them out. That's probably dangerous information you just gave me there, Lone Gopher. Not super helpful, is it? Wow, so I'm wondering if this is just like the core size of the building right here. If it's just gonna be that tall. Technic sets are the biggest discounts. Yeah, I've noticed that here in the UK too, like that Technic sets tend to get discounted quite a lot. Yeah, the supercars, I always try to wait like a year and then get them. All right, we've got one there. So, quite the green floor here. Zaffy isn't UK based. It's on one of the Channel Islands for cheap tax purposes. How do you always know this stuff, Sato? We got the news coming up. Should we talk about story advancement after the news, or yeah, let's do it after the news if you all stick around. So I got some cool stuff that I've been working on that I need input. Exciting developments. They have overnighted me at Disney Castle from Manchester via DHL to Hawaii. Wow. I think somebody's gonna figure that out. Magic 8 Ball, that's how you know it. Know everything, Sato, yeah. All right, makes sense, makes sense. All right, we've got to put that there. Two dark brown Technic pieces. Never paid enough full price for any of my sets, bar the Ospreys, which I had to. The Legos are cleaning up nice. It's gonna take a while. Got old Viking sets and old Harry Potter sets. Oh, cool. Happy train. Yeah, I hate cleaning Lego. It's like a real drag, I think. And it just feels like it takes forever. I've got a reasonable system now for cleaning Lego, but it still kind of takes over the kitchen and dining room area. So, not a major fan of that. working on this alley over here. Bonus of living in a place is no competition from other builders. That's funny. How did you get them, Echo? Did you just like run down to the store, or did they have them before they were canceled, or? There we go. Oh, first sticker time. Manhole cover, it looks like. New York sewer. Well, like we said, we'll build the first one. It's one of those interview questions. Why are manhole covers round? Does anybody know without Googling? Anyone know without Googling why manhole covers are round? Oh, cool. Printed brick. The camera just cannot decide what to focus on. Argos online at 7 a.m. Right now I'm not cleaning sorting mood, even though I should be. Comes in waves, yeah. So they don't fall through. You were right, Mr. Henry. That is why manhole covers are round. They cannot fall through. You can't put them up, put them on wrong. I'm definitely missing a piece. Nope. Yep. Still missing it. Very odd. I think this is a parking meter. Yeah, I don't have a round piece. That's weird. I'll have to set that aside. Fix it later. My local store had one that got another shipped to the store as well. My Lego are everywhere. My girlfriend is gonna kill me. Yeah. I think, yeah. Well, that's how it goes when you clean them. Yeah, because if manhole covers are square, they could fall through, fall in, but they can't when they're round. That was like one of those famous like interview questions that Microsoft used to have in the 90s. When they were like hiring the best and brightest. I'm gonna get a talking to when the Falcon arrives. The box is so huge too, Lone Gopher. It is unbelievably massive. POL. Hi, Miss Fatty. I don't even know how to moderate stuff on YouTube. Maybe I can moderate something. Cool. We just moderated our first YouTube comment. Now we got a rat. It's gonna be hanging out in the little alley. I can hide that inconspicuously. You're gonna have to like make a table or something. I'm hoping I'm getting to the end of this tiling, but I think we still got a ways to go. So, did the battery acid get everywhere, Happy Train, or was it just in a few pieces? I always wonder about that with like Lego battery stuff. It's just like, you know, how long is it going to last until somebody forgets about a battery and then it explodes everywhere. Thankfully, I didn't leave any batteries in my stuff that I had when I was a kid. One entire tub of Lego. Gosh, that looks bad. Sounds bad. All right, we got some boxes we're doing here. Some off-angle stuff. They've been sitting in my friend's house for like 8+ years. Yeah, exactly. That's how it goes. So your friend just gave you the Lego? That's cool. Or did you have to part with some cash? Or is it one of those things where they're just like, oh yeah, I've got a bunch of Lego, maybe you might be interested? Should probably get you on the mod controls too, Mr. Henry, for YouTube. I'm just thinking about that. This is a brave new world. Trying a little live stream on YouTube experiment, see how that goes. I like to test new things. Okay. So that goes there, and this goes here. We're probably going to remove a lot of these details, but I'm just building them like the instructions say. And that is fine. I'm wondering if this is going to be like torn up pavement or something. Might have to retile that. I invited my friend over and was like, want to play with Lego? And he was like, sure. He came over and saw my massive collection. Was like, oh, you're dedicated to this. Then he went to his family's house and came back with boxes and was like, here, take them. Wow. That is sweet. That is super sweet. Those are the best kinds of hauls. I want to do a retro build of some of my older sets. at some point. Some of these good 80s and 90s sets. They're really cool. Definitely a lot less complicated than the sets are today. But they also have some really good themes. Coast Guard theme was really cool. Yeah, that is cool. That is some major hype. A friend just shows up with boxes of Lego. Yeah, and now you don't even mind if you have to clean them. All right, we got 2 bags. Bag number 2, and it looks like we got 2 minifigs in here. And it's weird, I got a ton of leftover pieces. I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, it's because we never did the curbing up here. I'm definitely missing that piece. Unless it rolled off the table and never saw it. It's not underneath the instruction booklet, that's for sure. Wow, cool. Offered to pay him cash and said no. Awesome. I had another friend who sold all their kids' Lego to some random, and this is before they knew that I had, you know, a ton. And they were like, oh, we would have given it to you. And I was like, no, missed opportunity. But it's fine. They actually went to another kid, so I feel pretty good about that. All right, minifig time. 2 torsos. A face. Another face. Some pants, or as we would say in Scotland, some trousers. Hair. Oh man, look at the time. We were late for the news. What do you think, everyone? Should we do the news soon? Might take a quick break before we get the news going. I'm trying to find this dude's trousers. There they are. Not knowing that pants thing early in my UK journey was funny. Yeah, so if you don't know, chat, pants in the UK means underwear. And what we would call pants in the USA means trousers. So if you're just like, yeah, I pulled on a pair of pants and whatever, people will be like, what? Exit. Push to open goes on this side because we're pushing it. Sticker time. All right, I think that worked okay. Push to open, and then exit, do not block on this side. with a little bit of graffiti. Doesn't like when I get that close. There we go. Very cool. And we got one new thing to try for the news tonight, which is we're going to use a teleprompter. We've been using a teleprompter, but we've not used it yet for the news. So we're going to see how that goes. I'm nervous, excited, you know. And for those of us who are new to the channel, we do the news every Sunday night because it's the weekly news update from MonoTown and also advances our storyline, which we refer to as the MonoTown Chronicles. That name was suggested by our moderator, Mr. Henry. We liked it so much we rolled with it instantly. So Lone Gopher, what made you decide to kind of move around from China to the UK, back to the US? Is it just work stuff, or you like a change of scenery, or are you in Hawaii long term now? All right. Here's what's going to happen next, chat. I'm going to go grab myself a drink. Then we're going to come back and we're going to do the weekly MonoTown news from MonoTownTV. And then after that, we're going to continue to build a daily bugle. And we're going to talk about the next elements in the storyline of MonoTown. And I think it's going to be good. You're going to like what you see. All right, so don't go away. We will be back in just a minute. All right, we're back, chat. I just did some push-ups, just ran a few laps around the house. I didn't do any of that. I got myself an adult beverage, which we'll discuss later, and we're getting ready for the news, the weekly news. We need some hype for the news. Oh, hang on. Lone Gopher has given us his entire bio. Oh my goodness. I'm loving it. Born and raised in Hawaii till college, went to LA for school, stayed abroad in the UK, cool. Then Beijing my senior year, love that. We can still be friends even though you're from the rival city. I was living in Tianjin, worked in LA, got my MBA at UH, China International, MBA, cool. Guangzhou for another year, half at Sun Yat-sen's university's MBA side. Oh, cool. Cool. Is Sun Yat-sen University in Guangzhou? I don't even know. Then HSBC investment banking, now private wealth. COVID has grounded me in Hawaii for a bit. Man, great story. I love meeting people that have lived all over the world. You just learn something about life by living in different cultures and doing different stuff. So, all right, everyone. Are we ready? Are we ready? I'm not gonna be able to see chat for a little bit, but we're gonna do, actually that's not true, I got chat in another window. But we're gonna do the MonoTown Chronicles, the weekly news. It's all happening right about now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this evening's edition of the MonoTownTV Weekly News. I'm your host, John, and welcome on in. These are your top stories. Planning permission was received today by the Council of MonoTown, City Council and Planning Commission. Planning permission was received for a new super skyscraper, This will be the fourth mega building for MonoTown, joining other skyscrapers that are painting the city skyline, which include the hospital, the police station, the yet unnamed Black Tower, as locals are calling it, which is the future home of the MonoTown mainframe. This will be the fourth Skyscraper. And a question for us all, how do we even measure these things? Does Ninjago City count even though it is higher than all of those other buildings because it's on top of a seawall? We don't know. We look forward to the new addition to the MonoTown skyline and cannot wait to see how this new mega building super skyscraper project takes shape. LEGO Masters is returning in the USA for the second season, June 1st, and fans all over the world are excited for this. The first episode of, or the first series of the season is now currently being aired in the UK, and we are all looking forward to a new season with LEGO Masters USA. In conjunction with LEGO Masters returning, there was a great profile piece on Brickmaster Amy, a local Scottish LEGO hero from just outside of Glasgow. When interviewed about the show, she said, "It's certainly something I never expected myself doing, but when the opportunity came up, I jumped at it." Brickmaster Amy added, "It's been a bit of a roller coaster." Living in Denmark and filming in the US during the pandemic meant working around travel restrictions for her and her colleagues, including Brickmaster Jamie, who is also based in Denmark. And there was lots of quarantine, but she has been unable to return home to Scotland for a year and a half to see her family. I'm really hoping things will open up as soon and I can get a trip over to see my family and my friends in Scotland. She said, "I really miss it." We really miss you too, Brickmaster Amy, but we are thrilled to be seeing you starting June 1st on Fox in the United States. There was controversy this last week from a LEGO YouTuber who brought out a video that accused LEGO of being able to produce Star Wars minifig sets or being able to release Star Wars minifigs like they do for other collectible minifig lines. However, this was disputed almost immediately by the LEGO firm, the LEGO company itself. And one spokesman said, "Anytime any toy company works with a licensed partner, it's through a contract. Simply put, the contract that we have with Lucasfilm and Disney is to develop construction toys. We can include minifigures in our construction sets because that's part of the play experience, but we do not have a license to develop action figures." They added that the battle packs were one way that LEGO has tried to get around this restriction, but they must have a minimum number of pieces in order to qualify for the construction set guidelines, and they cannot sell individual minifigures. Earlier this week, LEGO's official Twitter account teased a LEGO brick which appears to be lit up in neon colors with simply this picture and the date 26th of June. This has left fans all over the world wondering, what exactly does this mean? What could it be? And is this the long-rumored LEGO light mode that the company had showed off earlier in the year? We don't know, but we're excited to see what the 26th of June will reveal. And tomorrow, the first ever LGBTQ+ set from the LEGO Group goes on sale, the 1st of June, which is the start of Pride Month. And already a few AFALs, which stand for adult fans of LEGO, and a few GayFalls, which are gay fans of LEGO, gay adult fans of LEGO have been given a preview. The variety of publications reached out to prominent gay members of the LEGO community, and one commented, "This set means a lot," said Flynn DeMarco, a member of the LGBTQIA+ AFAL community and a contestant on last season's television show, LEGO Masters US. He says, often LGBTQ+ people don't feel seen, especially by corporations. There's a lot of lip service and not a lot of action, so this feels like a big statement. We agree, and we can't wait to order the set and build it with all of you here at MonoTown. Thursday, June 24th, the LEGO store opens in Edinburgh, and we cannot wait. Rumors are there's a delegation of fans from MonoTown that are traveling to the opening from MonoTown itself and other areas. It is a big deal. There's been a LEGO phone booth spotted on the Royal Mile here in Edinburgh, and we are very excited. Just 25 days to go. That is Thursday, June 24th, 2021. LEGO fans, be there or be square. Be there or not be a LEGO brick. I don't know. Moving on. Real News Today with Charles Brixton has been broadcasting a number of different conspiracy theories based on the Factor faction and its comments and the swirl of activity around the threat that the Factor faction has made against MonoTown. And I might remind viewers that I'm contractually obligated to discuss Charles Brixton and Real News Today, although I personally do not approve of the man or his show. Charles Brixton on Real News Today, his so-called news show, made allegations of corruption and that Mayor Emily Chapman is, quote, hiding something, end quote. He went on to say, everyone knows that our government is corrupt. Now we even have a terrorist calling us on it. What are we going to do? I don't know, Charles, but whatever it is, I'm sure you'll continue to question it. The mayor's office did not respond to requests to comment on Charles Brixton's allegations on his show Real News Today, but they did refer us to past statements made about Charles Brixton from their office and his so-called Real News show, end quote. The city continues to be concerned about the threats made by the Factor faction, including one from a member of the faction on a call-in show on this channel last week. What is going on? What is the next target? Are these threats real? Are they credible? We do not know. One thing we do know is that the MonoTown mainframe has been a target of these attacks, and it continues to be controversial. We went over and talked to a number of different experts around the MonoTown mainframe. For those of us who are unaware, the MonoTown mainframe is a long-standing citywide initiative to consolidate and centralize all computing resources into one mainframe or cloud computing resource that can be monitored and administered centrally. We caught up with Caldwell Webster, professor of computer science at the MonoTown Institute of Technology, who said, the entire premise of a single centralized compute platform has many serious concerns and should have been much more carefully considered. It's not that it can't be made safe and secure, it's just not a project to rush into, and it's my opinion and that of several other industry experts that the central and city governments have done just that. Hitting back against these allegations was the MonoTown CIO, or Chief Information Officer for the city, Leonard Harding, who said, the city has taken extraordinary precautions during both the consultation, implementation, and rollout phases of this project. Any complex system is bound to have its challenges upon release, and until now, the MonoTown mainframe has performed well within design tolerances, and despite some rollout challenges, we are pleased with our progress. This story is developing. The MonoTown Exchange had fiery trading happen a couple of weeks ago when it lost more than 25% of its value, and it's rumored that the MonoTown central bank ran out of cash, and there was also heavy rumors around a bailout from Sovereign One, MonoTown's sovereign wealth fund. However, all of these reports were denied, including the fact that the MonoTown central bank ran out of cash. So this story is still developing, and we are yet to get a comment from any officials. It is unlikely that that will happen. However, heavy trading has continued despite the difficulties with the MonoTown Exchange. Insiders say that this is driven primarily from foreigners who are investing their cash within the MonoTown economy thanks to recently relaxed rules permitting foreign direct investment into the MonoTown Exchange. So-called meme stocks continue to be popular among traders on the MonoTown Exchange, and we are monitoring the situation, and like all financial stories, we'll keep you updated. In other news, the Micronesian Federation began military exercises near MonoTown's territorial waters. They claim that this is a matter of routine training. However, no prior notice was given to the city and its Coast Guard. This training initiative is large. It encompasses many ships, and they claim that they will be test firing their new medium-range XJ-25 missile during these training operations. The MonoTown Coast Guard will be monitoring this military exercise, and MonoTown central authorities have filed a complaint with the UN and the UN Security Council. That complaint is still making its way through, and we will keep you posted. There have been many rumors circulating around the internet, chat boards, messages, and Twitter around the Megacorp VHT and its owner, Colin Kinsman, who have been rumored to be holding secret talks with both city officials and an unknown and unnamed athletics league. This story is very tight-lipped. We have not been able to tap our normal sources for any comment, and it remains to be seen what exactly this could be. Football has not been played in MonoTown since prior to the Great Reckoning, and space considerations within the city make the problem of a stadium of any kind for any field-based sport a non-starter. There's just not enough land, and it would cost too much to acquire the land and build upon it if that was a desire. We don't know what's going on. We do know that there are meetings. We will keep you posted as always. And finally, Eurovision was last week. The winners, Italy, were very excited, but almost immediately after the verdict was in, there was controversy swirling around the Italian band Maneskin, who were alleged to be doing drugs in one clip of the band in the green room. The European Broadcasting Union, as requested by the Italian delegation, has conducted a thorough review of the facts, including checking all available footage. A drug test was also voluntarily undertaken earlier today by the lead singer of the band, which has returned a negative result and has been seen by the European Broadcasting Union. No drug use took place in the green room, and we consider the matter closed, they said. They also went on, "We are alarmed that inaccurate speculation leading to fake news has overshadowed the spirit and the outcome of the event and unfairly affected the band. We would like to point out here at MonoTownTV that Charles Brixton was one of the key proponents of spreading this rumor, and well, we'll just leave it at that." That's all we have for you tonight, folks, on the weekly news. My name's John. Thanks for tuning in to MonoTown TV and the MonoTown Chronicles, and we will see you next week. Thanks so much. All right, we are back. Hey, chat, thanks so much. You guys were great, as always. I'm just kind of scrolling back through to see if I missed anything here. Let's see here. Good comments to the moon. Loving that, Lone Gopher. I think I saw King Saru poke in as well. Oh, there he is. Getting to catch the news, always a treat. Awesome. Welcome on in, King Saru. Great to have you. So, we finished the news, but now let's talk about behind-the-scenes story stuff that we've got to think about as a team. The Factor Faction plotline keeps going. We've got a bunch of stuff that we need to build for that. I wanted to get this building done before we progress because I think it'll be cool for the skyline. How's it going? Been a long time since I caught the MonoTownTV news. Hey, King Saru, is going well. We're just building the Daily Bugle and also working on the MonoTown storyline. So let's check it out. Second plot line is we're bringing a soccer or football team to MonoTown, and we're doing a really cool Lone Gopher. How did GRG crash to $0? That's an interesting. It's a good. That might have been. I should look into that. I'll make a note to look into that because Greg's is an institution in Scotland. So we're working on plotline 2, which is bringing a football team to MonoTown, and what we're doing is we're going to do a collab, a little collaboration with the unbelievably cool guy Chris, who runs FC Brickstand, Football Club Brickstand, the Builders. This is a LEGO league called the Builders Liga, and we have sent them in a request to have an expansion team, and it has been approved by the chairman. We are joining Builders Liga 4, which is the 4th division of Builders Liga. And yes, it is the MonoTown Marauders is going to be our mascot. MonoTown FC, the Marauders. So what we've done is we've worked on the team backstory. We've worked on the team name. We've got a league now. This guy, Chris, who runs FC Brickstand, and there's another gentleman that runs Interlaken. Both of those teams just got promoted out of Builders Liga 4. So we'll be in Builders Liga 4. They'll be in Builders Liga 3. And we've been working on some logos for the team. So I thought I would share some of this with you. So here is kind of one version that we came up with. I quite like this one. Might still use it a little bit. Kind of love the Lego minifig head. Eye patch is good. Yeah, I love the eye patch as well. So like that one. This was another one, MonoTown Football Club. I originally liked this one the best, and then kind of was thinking about it a little bit, and just kind of kept coming back to this other one, which is here. I think this might be the winner, because I like how it's like not obviously a Lego dude. I like the crossed swords. I like the little football. I like the pirate hat. Reminds me of Sheffield United. I like it. Cool. Yeah, I think this emblem is just really, really good. So here it is again, kind of like it's black and white. We can add some color to it, but my thought would be that for me it's 2, then 3, then 1. So King Saru's like in 2, then 3, then 1. Yeah. See, something about this, I thought it was just a little bit overtly too Lego minifig head, and I thought this was just a little bit more subtle. We could still do the inverted, white on black if we wanted to. But I'm excited, and then we've got a whole backstory going here. Good question, Echo Bricks. So the backstory is this, and we're still working on this, but basically the CEO of VHT Corp is an American, and he wanted to have an expansion team, but the league said no, that we're not going to do any expansion. Cool, looks nice, maybe invert it. Yeah, I think we might try that with the middle inverted so that it matches that, but it still looks like this. Yeah, I think so. So rich, wealthy American businessman or American-born businessman approaches the league, asks for an expansion team. They say no, and they say, but maybe you could buy one of the smaller clubs. And so what happened is there is a club called the Mayflower Pilgrims, which is in the south of England. The American businessman VHT Inc. buys the club. They have a long and storied history, but unfortunately they went bankrupt in 2019 and had to go all the way down to the 5th division. And that's kind of like what happened with Rangers in Scotland. So we'll talk about that. And then basically they get bought, they'll move the team to MonoTown, they'll change the mascot and the name, and then we're going to build, the problem of the stadium was one that kind of I was thinking about a little bit, like how do we get space in MonoTown? We talked about this before, and we're gonna build a floating stadium, which is one of our typical stupid ideas. But it gives us a couple of things. It means that we don't have to permanently have the stadium set up within the town, and we can keep it modular and then assemble it, and that'll be nice and cool. And it turns out that there's actually a precedent for this in the real world, in Singapore, of all places. Check this out. There's a real floating stadium where the field is floating and the stands are on ground, and they, have doesn't take up much space at all. So amazing. Am I gonna use the original soccer set? So yeah, I do have a bunch of the original soccer minifigs. We'll use those, and I'm also gonna get kit designed with the new logo. And one of my goals is to, let's just flip back to this actually, is to make it look like Tampa Bay's stadium. So because we're the Marauders, we can incorporate a bunch of pirate themed stuff into the stadium, and because it's a maritime city and all that, I think it'll be really cool. So I'm pretty excited about it actually. And the plan is we'll run the league for real. Games will be played, there'll be stats and all that, and I got a friend who's really into soccer that's going to help me run it. So exactly how we do that will be something we need to talk about, but I can't I'm looking for feedback too, guys. Like if you want, maybe I should open up the design document for at least everybody to be able to see it on the Discord as we're working on the story, and then people can give us ideas. But I'm looking forward to it. And since I don't know a whole lot about soccer, one of the things that Chris, who's the commissioner of the league, Builders Liga, he and I were talking about is, that's why we're gonna have an American businessman coming in and buying a team, because I don't know anything about football, and we'll have plot lines that are basically, American big money sports ideas being rejected by traditional football fans and stuff like that. So and I started watching, because I was like, I want to learn more about football. I started watching this documentary called Sunderland Till I Die, which is about a football club in England on Netflix. Exactly, it's like the Glazer family buying Manchester United. Yeah, and then trying to do the Super League and all that stuff. So we're gonna have a lot of intrigue on this stuff. But yeah, the Sunderland Till I Die show on Netflix is so good if you like sports documentaries. I've been watching that. I watched it yesterday, I watched it today. So it'll be nice, another little storyline that we can keep going. Hopefully we'll all find entertaining. And if we don't, we won't. Yeah, I think you'll love this, King Saru. Like, I absolutely loved it. Really, really enjoyed it. All or Nothing taught him. Yeah, I need to watch that too. Yeah, Sunderland Till I Die. I've been addicted to that Formula One show. So this is basically just like the Formula One thing, but for football. And there's 2 seasons of it as well. Yeah, I love that Formula One show. So we're building up some walls here. So I'm thinking the news with the teleprompter is a good way to keep going. It's a little bit easier to remember everything. It's a little bit harder to control. So it's not slam dunk, but yeah, I didn't know anything about Sunderland King Saru, but it's like a crazy story. Not that crazy, it's just like a really good story, really interesting. Wait, there's season 3 of Formula One long over. I thought there were only 2 seasons. Walls going up here. Season 3 is out during the COVID season. Oh, you know what? I just started season 3 and I was thinking it was season 2. Hilarious. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, I'm like a couple episodes in. I watch it when I'm on the bike trainer. Hang on a second, I'm gonna sneeze. Feel much better now, post sneeze. I watch it before I pass out at night. Yeah. Man, I don't know how you could watch that before bed though, because it's like super exciting, even though the races themselves are not exciting at all. Alright. What is this? This goes there. Lets me burn my energy, then pass out. Nice. That is a really, really good adult beverage, everyone. Something is wrong. What is going on here? They get all heated and dramatic. Drivers are young and visceral, and the owners' principals are giant children. Yeah, for sure. I'm now scrolling back and trying to figure out. Formula One rhymes with Formula Yawn. That is tough. I'll tell you, Sato, I agree. Actually. The problem is, what I really like is MotoGP. You talk about like close races, those are very, very close races. Oh, that's why. Just completely wrong piece. I actually feel bad for MotoGP because it should be way more popular than it is. Particularly when you're talking about Formula One. All those races are super competitive. There's really, really strong riders. Like, the danger feels so real. Yeah, I mean, MotoGP is like legit competition. And they have really close finishes as well. I had a complete non-motorsports fan. All right, we're turning this now. Let's get to see the other side. Watch a couple races with me a couple years ago, and it was like one of the best finishes I've ever seen. And it just randomly happened. And the problem I have is that the subscription service for MotoGP here in the UK is really expensive. You have two options. You can put it on BT Sport or whatever that channel is. Then you have to pay year round, and it's just like a pain. Or you can pay them direct, but that's like £150, which I just feel like is really expensive. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should just suck it up, but. So yeah, King Saru, if you're big into soccer, you know, we should, if you want to contribute or help out with the club, let us know. I mean, I want to do our normal amount of crazy, which is, maybe we'll have a podcast about it. I've got a league simulator, which can help us simulate all the games and generate stat lines and whatever. And then we need, storylines. We need players getting injured. We need fan clubs. We need coaches getting fired, like league intrigue. And we got to build a really cool stadium. All right, we've got some newspaper tiles here, which are really cool. Yeah, man. We are all in. I mean, it's cool because, like, there's another dude involved, right? Like, wow, look at all these headlines. I might zoom in on this just a second. So I think these are old. This sounds super cool. Yeah, awesome. And also we'll be able to learn about soccer. And so one of the things I was thinking about is like we've got a league simulator which can help us figure out like who wins what games. But then we could also do it where we pick a game of the week to basically be the proxy game, and then that way we like, you know, actually watch it as fans. All right, some tiles coming in. So check out all these little newspaper tiles. So I think they want to put us these classic ones up here. Oh, upside down. New building for NYC #1 newspaper. Spider-Man Threat or Menace. Lego Man walks on the moon. So these are going to go on this wall, I think. Probably iconic. Oh, here's one. Murdoch win big lawsuit. Yeah, we'll get some jerseys designed. Get some merch going. And I think because we're pirates themed, I'm thinking that the colors are probably gonna need to be like MonoTown red, which is cool with me because that's my favorite color, but we can have a cool like away color. That's one thing that Sunderland has, which is interesting, is like their main color is red and white, but their away jerseys are like this light blue. So, you know, it can get pretty non-related, you know, for the away or the third kits. The other team, FC Brickstan, that is in the LEGO Builders Liga, they have jerseys that were made for them by a fan, and they're super cool. I just ordered one of each. Yeah, Happy Train's down. Cool. Yeah, I'd buy them too. So that's the project for this week, is we're gonna get a designer to make us some kit. So yeah, what should our colors be? I think, you know, red and black, probably. Obvious choices is pirates. That fits the pirate palette pretty good. Got an itchy nose. So I'm liking this exit lights. That's cool. It's a nice detail. Red and something. Red and yellow. So I'd be up for red and yellow or red and gold Happy Train, but that is the color of FC Brickstan, red and yellow. So, and it's a little bit Lego-y, so I kind of want to avoid just copying them, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, we can have a totally different third, you know, or away kit color. It seems like soccer's down with that. And I'm, you know, be interesting to see like what the kit design will look like, because it's got to be, I got to order minifigs that actually are wearing these uniforms, right? So we'll get some minifigs printed up with the uniforms. Alright, we're building up a decent amount of back wall here. Oh, I forgot to add these. Oh, so this is going to be the elevator, I guess. Oh, that's interesting. That's how they did it. Kind of hide it. Oh, these are printed. Cool. I didn't even notice that. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll zoom in. But first I gotta fix this. Come on. Hilarious. Now it's like really in there. I'll show you what I'm doing. Are we gonna be able to order the minifigures? Yeah, happy train if you want. So I didn't realize these were printed. Oh, be helpful if I put the zoom cam on. You can see, and now they're really wedged in there. The brick separator's not helping me a lot. The sweet view though. So it's an elevator even though it's only 2 studs thick. Yeah, I'll definitely get some extras ordered, and yeah, if we want people to, if you want to buy it or have a couple happy train, then we'll do it. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take apart this just so I can get a better grip. There we go. That's annoying. One by one there. Sweet, I'm going all out in my fandom of MonoTown. Cool. You are welcome here. Yeah, so then the idea is they play games once or twice a week, and then I'll just like take pictures of the games, tweet them, we'll have the results, we'll have stuff to talk about. It'll just be another thing that's happening in the city. And then we can play those other LEGO teams in friendlies, and could be some intrigue. This is so weird that the instructions are not out yet for this set. I'll probably like refresh tomorrow and they'll be out. So we're building this thing where he stashes his backpack, it looks like. Backpack, I'm not actually going to put it in. And the web goes on it. We got to figure out too, who are the sponsors going to be of the team. Oh, that's right. It's VIP only, Sato. Forgot about that. All my complaining. And there's a good reason for it. That's probably why it shipped so fast then. There's a minor controversy in the UK because they kind of missed the time window, so it wasn't available till like 2 or 3 in the morning instead of right at midnight. People were not happy. So I really want you to build up this back wall first. That Sunderland documentary, King Saru, it's hilarious. I can barely understand some of them because they're from the north up near Newcastle. And it's a different accent than the Scottish one. Very, very interesting. They do a really good job with the documentary. I'll be watching it after this stream, probably. So I was meaning to ask Lone Gopher if you're still around, because you were talking a little bit about TwitchCon the other day, and I think they're having one in Amsterdam. I think last year was going to be the first one, and then it got canceled. But you know, you should totally think about coming over to Amsterdam, folks. Maybe I'll head to San Diego. Who knows? Never been to a TwitchCon. Never been to any like Gen Con. Never been to LEGO Con. Ugh. So one of the characters that's in the film too is now the coach of Hibs, which is my local Scottish team, Hibernian. So that's kind of cool. Pretty high first floor, which I like. I'm gonna love the height of this building. I can already feel that. Been to a few cons, never a LEGO one. I'm excited for them to start back up. Yeah, so in the documentary, King Saru, the Sunderland Till I Die, the coach for the current coach for the Hibs is in it. I won't give away too much, but I would say watch it and don't read anything about the team, because there's some spoilers about it. It's not major, that's not why you're watching the documentary, but for me at least, it was kind of cool. It amped the drama a little bit. All right, looks like we got a little number pad here. Making some sort of ATM or something, security system. Is it relatively current from like last year or 2019? It starts in 2018 and then I think it goes, or maybe it's 2017 and then goes into 2018. Sticker number 4. Web juice. Oh, it's a vending machine, I think. I think we're building a vending machine. So So then, are we sold, folks, on this logo? Or, sorry, yeah, the emblem. All or Nothing Tottenham Hotspur was from the previous season. I remembered a lot of the events that took place because Tottenham are a pretty big club. So here's the thing, King Saru. This documentary about Sunderland starts off with the team has been relegated from the Premiership into the Champions League, and it's about them trying to get back up to the Premiership. So that's why there won't be any, I don't think there'll be any Tottenham Hotspur stuff. So it'll be, you know, no overlap, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, so this is super cool. Look, check this out. You got your little change bit, your pad, and then we're doing our beverages. And then you put them in the vending machine. Look at that. That is super cool. Anyway, I enjoyed it so much that I ordered a Sunderland jersey last night, so. Wait, is not MonoTown named after the trains? Should they not be the MonoTown monorails? That's a question that's gonna fester there, Happy Train. Potentially. So check this out. This is just really a nice little piece here. Here. Got the refreshing beverages. Very nice. Really liking how that looks. That goes right there. That's a fun little detail. The whole idea of relegation is like super hardcore. As an American sports fan who has followed predominantly crappy teams in college sports that have finished last a lot, we would have been relegated like so many times. But it's like insane. Like from going from the Premiership to the Champions League, they lose 40 million pounds a year in revenue from TV revenue. They had to lay off 80 people in the club because they got relegated. Like, that is unbelievably hardcore. You know, so everybody in the club, like even like, you know, the chef and stuff is like affected when they go down. And so then they've got this huge stadium, and they're playing clubs at much smaller stadiums. Oh, I'm loving this. We're building a little entryway like they have at big office buildings. We kind of have one of these in the control room that we were messing with. Yeah, if you miss out on European Champions League, you lose out on millions. Yep. So anyway, I'm excited to learn all about football, build more into the MonoTown universe. So check that out, little gate. Little security gate. Whoop. That's a very stiff joint there. So we'll have to figure out how to get, you know, like sports scores and stuff to flash up on the stream. You know, I think we could release like stats, and then we could have commentating about the games. you know, maybe a player gets arrested. There's controversy. It's all gonna happen. Yeah, we need to figure out what the colors are though. So we know red is one of them. We know black is one of them. But what should our, you know, maybe it should be something crazy like purple. Got some handcuffs here because you always need those. I remember during early COVID times, it's all about players breaking quarantine to go party. Yeah. Yeah, for real. I got a nice little classy reception check-in area. Got a waiting room. They've really made this compact. And it's interesting how they like basically hand wave the elevator. I did the same thing actually in the control room. It's just like, I'm not building out this elevator. Season just ended and now it's a question of who's coming and who's going from the top clubs. Yeah, exactly. So what I'd like to do is start all of the, like that's true in real life, but I'd like to start all of that with MonoTown FC, you know, because we got to get players in. We've got players that we just acquired, but we got to get players in. We got to build the stadium. I really want to get creative with the stadium as well. Use pirate ships and, you know, ideas that you guys are going to come up with. All right, so we need no crime newspapers. No thanks to Spider Menace. How much money is the owner pumping in the club? So yeah, it's a good question, King Saru. So I think money is going to be pumped in way more than, so here's what I'll do, folks. I'll add in everyone to be able to view the working kind of design doc for MonoTown FC on Discord, because then you can see the backstory. And yeah, like stuff like money is going to be a big concern. How much money do we have to acquire players? Basically, the storyline is they got out of 5th division, but they didn't get out of 4th due to budget cuts and COVID and a whole bunch of problems. So now we got this new megacorp that is pumping money into the team, and we've gotten MonoTown to commit to paying at least half for a new stadium, floating stadium. Will there be a share in the club to buy, or could we invest? Oh, great question. This is why I love doing these with you guys, because I wouldn't have thought about that, but yeah, absolutely, right? Because I think Hearts here in Edinburgh did that, and I think Rangers did that, so we're gonna do that. I love that. Sweet idea. All right, now we're building new minifig here. Yeah, we should have a publicly traded club. Or at least a club that, like, you know, we can all buy into. So, what I can do too is, as I get proofs of the jerseys designs back in, I'll post them on the Discord so everybody can see, and we can all vote. We'll have to do it like relatively quickly, but if you guys just, you know, keep an eye on the Discord, be fine. We'll get a press release going, make the news public. It'll be a surprise to everybody in the city because Man U is publicly traded and the fans hate it. Why do the fans hate it? I think it's been pretty popular. And can we name parts of the ground like the stand after investors? Absolutely. Echo bricks. I love these ideas. All right, hang on. I gotta start taking some notes. I'm gonna go to the design doc, pulling that up right now. You guys want to see it? Yeah. All right, so Chris is the commissioner of Builders Liga, right? So let's add in some notes. Fans buy in shares of club. Can they name parts of the stadium after themselves or investors? Who is going to be the jersey sponsor? So I think it'd be easy to make it VHT Corp, which, by the way, I came up with because that used to be the name of the company that manufactured my all-time favorite guitar amplifier. Oh yes, celebrity fans. Who should we have celebrity fans? Celebrity fans. VHT will be publicly traded. Yeah, I think so. King Saru. I haven't added into the MonoTown Stock Exchange yet. Actually, I'm gonna go with this angle. So we're building some weapons. So I didn't know if we should make Octan like the sponsor, like maybe VHT owns the company, but Octan is the jersey sponsor. I don't know. Yeah, who are our rivals? So here's the list of teams. I'll show everybody in Builders Liga Division 4 and the records from last season. Check this out first before we do that. Pretty cool. So here are the results from this last year. So FC Brickstand is Chris's team. That's the commissioner. Interlocking is done by another dude, and Glanford Iron, all three of these went up. They are promoted. And then we've got Alexandra Cruisers, AFC Makersfield, so you can see. And then the team that we are taking over is the Mayflower Pilgrims, and we're relocating them. And we will rename them to MonoTown FC. And then you can see Broadhall Borough and Bricklayers United they were relegated. I don't know why it's 2 teams relegated when it should probably be 3, or it should be 2 that get promoted. So I need to check with him, but this is the record. So we had 15 wins, 9 draws, 22 losses. Yeah, we're at the bottom half. We gotta fight. We gotta spend money. We gotta invest in the club. We gotta get good coaches. We gotta get our youth development league going. It is not a foregone conclusion that we're going to get out of Builders League 4 and go up. So in Scotland, fun fact for everyone, it's only the top and the bottom team go up or down. Not sure how fun that fact is, but yeah, I think it's bottom 3, King Saru. All right, another minifig here. Oh, Punisher, cool. One of my favorite bands, Chevelle, had a song on the Punisher soundtrack. That was a terrible movie, but great song. So we just did a pretty hefty gun there. That's sweet. Love that gun. He's got another. I've never seen this mold before. Has anyone ever seen this mold of a gun before? The one on the left. I've not watched the Punisher series, King Saru. So there's 24 teams in the league, and I think I'll set it up so they play each other twice. So there's a decent amount of games. And that's why this simulator, I think, will be really important, because we got to simulate all the games, not just monotowns. But if we can simulate the game, what is clipped at the bottom of that shotgun? It's a normal, here, I'll zoom in. It's one of those like weird claw pieces that I don't know what the name is of. I'll show you. So one of these. Little claw guys with the hole at the bottom. Some views of our. I wonder what that trophy is for. I've got names for the coach. I've got names for, but we got to get names for all the players. Yeah, bar size hold the bottom. Yep. And I really want to get sketching on the ideas for the stadium, because I think I've got some cool ones actually. Cup name, yeah, we got to figure it out. Some of this stuff I feel like I need to make sure I agree with Chris, but yeah, I think he's super cool. He's up for being creative. He did a whole podcast a little bit about the Builders Liga, so we'll definitely want to get him. We want to get him on some of these streams, introduce him to all y'all. All y'all. Introduce him to all y'all. greatest footballer name is Latin Ibrahimovic. Yeah, we need stuff like that. So, Brickstand FC, or FC Brickstand, has their top striker, I think, is named Muldoon. Very popular with the fans. If you follow that Twitter account, it's great. Like, they just had a picnic with the fans, supporters club. All the players came, took pictures. And he sent me the dimensions of the stadium. So my goal is to build it and then just, you know, basically assemble it, but it won't be part of the city proper because it's floated. That's a good question. Let's what is the Twitter account? So here we are. Twitter account is FC Brickstand. So they just got promoted. We're going up. And if you support the club for £5 a year, then a LEGO version of you watches every game. There's Diorama Sports TV, which covers, I think this is Builders Liga 3. And so you can see, like, here's their newer jerseys. That's the goalie kit. There's the cup. So good. Love it. There's their old kit. More pictures with the cup and the players. So just so good. FC Brickstand. I'll paste it in the chat. Anyway, look at this kit that they got. Somebody just designed it for them. So I ordered one of these. And I ordered one of those too. Muldoon is one of their big players. Just awesome. Nerd Brick, what is going on? Hey, King Saru, tell him that you came in from MonoTown as well, because he'll like that. Nerd Brick, what are you doing? We're talking about the new soccer club, football club that we're going to have in MonoTown. We're all excited. And we're building the Daily Bugle, which just arrived a few hours ago here, MonoTown HQ. Oh. Just chilling, not gonna lie, that sounds like a good day, Nerd Brick. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one more. So I want the stadium, the soccer stadium, because it's gonna be floating. I want it to have docks for like ferries to arrive, and then also monorail station, kind of like Disney maybe. So I think that'll be cool. This is a weird build right here. Looking for a tile. 1x4, there we are. can feel King Saru just being sucked in by the drama of Builders League of 4. He's right now like reading everything on Twitter. Because you are at where I was a few days ago. So I sent an email that was like written as if it was the chairman of the committee to bring football to MonoTown. He responded, super cool guy. Stop watching me. No, I was like down the rabbit hole. I was loving it. All right, weird. I wonder what this is gonna be there. A big opening. Big like blowout. It's been like 4 hours and I got 2 medium boxes cleaned. They look nice though. Oh, great, Happy Train. You should post some pics of the haul. I'd love to see that. I'll bet there some good vintage stuff in there if the guy hasn't, touched them in like 10 years. Nerdbrick, I'm scrolling through Instagram for inspiration. What are you looking for inspiration on, Nerdbrick? Looking for Middle Earth art. What kind of art? What are you doing? Are you gonna use it? Are you playing Dungeons and Dragons? What's going on? In realistic cities. Are Middle Earth cities realistic cities? I don't know. Probably. All right, that goes up. Great. Art so I can build in the first and second age. Are you talking Lego builds, or are you doing like world building, or? So King Saru, also check out, there's like a couple of newspaper articles, I'll put them in the Discord, that were done on this guy Chris who's been running the football league. Super cool, like got a lot of pictures and stuff, so make sure you check those out. I'll paste them in. 2 different things for Lord of the Rings and cities. Gotcha. Lego building. Okay, cool. Talking to Instagram, I reached 1,000 followers tonight. Wow, such a great community on there too. Yeah, I agree, Echo Bricks. Man, that's quite the achievement. Well done on that. I'm checking out hashtag Builders Liga right now. Yeah, King Saru's loving it. How long did it take you to get 1,000 followers, Echo Bricks? That's great. I feel like I just don't get the promotion aspects of social media right, or whatever. I probably don't post enough. I'm halfway there, says Nerdbrick. I think I'm about halfway there too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then one more, 6. Instagram is great. You know what? The one thing I really wish Instagram would fix, apart from, I wish they would have a way to post stuff that's not on your phone. Mainly because I just hate like copy and pasting hashtags. But what I really wish they would fix is that you can't zoom in on pictures. Well, cool, Nerdbrick. Paste in your Instagram link, and we should all follow it. Bump you up a few followers. I'll follow you, if I don't already. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We should all paste in our Instagram links. All right, here we go. Window time. Move this back. Well, I can't because YouTube won't let me, but it's NerdBrick102. All right, cool. I'll check you out. Hang on. I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it live. NerdBrick102. Boom. Followed you. You are the one and only moderators allowed to post links. Ah, gotcha. Wow, since January 26th. You got 1,000 followers since January 26th? Wow. I've been posting for like years. Yeah, I'll check your stuff out after the stream. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do this 4 times. So this, whoop. I think this building is going to be super fun to light. Oh, that's one cool thing about the Sunderland team. Is they call their stadium the Stadium of Light. I just love that, the Stadium of Light. What a great name. And then their football academy is called the Academy of Light. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, there you go, NerdBrick. 2 quality followers. Boom. Instagram LEGO community is awesome. I think a lot of people were like majorly into Flickr, and now that Flickr's kind of died, which sucks because I really, really liked Flickr back in the day. I was actually a pro, like, paid for it. I feel like Instagram is probably my favorite social network, but mainly for LEGO stuff. Instagram for the military community is huge. Huh, how come? Happy Train, King Saru, Awesome Echo, You guys are the best. Oh, whoops. Made a mistake. But I now see what I did. That's where I have the most interaction on Instagram. Yeah, like... there's a couple really good builders that are like doing sweet stuff on Instagram right now. Jar of Bricks, he's in the UK. He's building a LEGO underground station, a tube station. Because most were on Flickr or using Instagram instead of YouTube. I only do YouTube until I started both. Huh, okay. These windows are a little bit fiddly. I've seen that station with the curved ceiling. Yes, Nerd Brick. It's great. It's really, really good. And the sewer I even liked probably almost as much as the station. I'm kind of now understanding why they needed the rails to reinforce these walls. These are super flimsy walls. Yeah, it's great, Echo Bricks. He's probably one of my favorite city builders on Instagram, or just in general. Very, very creative. All right, hey folks, give me a minute. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. All right, we are back. King Saru's sister's here. Got to go somewhere. Looking for the new football club, and I'll keep an eye out on the website for news. Cool. We will be in touch. My people will talk to your people. Yeah, enjoy the documentary, King Saru. All right. Oh, I forgot. Wait, do you watch London Calling on YouTube? I do not, Echo Bricks. What is it? What is London Calling? Tell me. I don't watch a lot of stuff on YouTube. Mostly it's like how to learn, you know, how to do like video editing and all this stuff I had to learn for streaming. Okay. This guy goes here. All right. Okay, we got some reinforcements coming in. Look at that. Super long brick. Another one. These corner pieces are locking everything in. That's good. Yeah, I'm really interested in how sturdy this sucker's gonna be. Also, I totally forgot that I made an advertisement for the MonoTown mainframe. So whenever you guys want to see that, we can roll film. Whoa. Corner piece comes in handy again. Yeah, I want to see that. All right. Let's not get our hopes up too much, but it was fun making it. Y'all ready? Here goes.
Security, safety, centralization, progress, the way of the future. Originally conceived more than a decade ago, the MonoTown mainframe is a marvel of modern computer engineering and municipal planning. This vital computer network and AI-enhanced digital fabric will save our city time, money, and improve safety and security. By centralizing all communications, security, and operational infrastructure into one robust digital platform, our city and the lives of our citizens will be more secure. Security services will benefit from increased cooperation, and private individuals will never have to fear losing their loved ones again, thanks to the comprehensive integration of MonoTown's robust surveillance and monitoring network. MonoTown will save millions of NMTs by reducing reliance on outdated, ad hoc, and poorly designed and administered distributed systems, bringing old tech into a modern, well-architected platform. The MonoTown mainframe is the future, and we're all part of it.
I don't know. Sometimes, you know, I just get inspired to make amazing works of art like that commercial. It's odd how that presenter's voice sounds very close to mine, isn't it? What do you think, chat? I want to do actually more of those commercials. They're not that hard to do. That's P good, says Happy Train. All right, cool. Sent you a link on Instagram. Panel show every Friday with great builders from UK, Ireland, and guests from around the world. They talk everything Lego news and reviews, but like Beyond the Brick, but British version. Oh, cool. This is so terrible, but I'll just say it. I feel bad, but I really like the Beyond the Brick content. It's just the guy who's the presenter's voice irritates me. And I know that's like shallow and stupid, and I really do fight through it. So I still watch it, but like, how petty is that? I'll probably meet the guy one day, hopefully at a convention, and I'm sure he's a lovely dude. It's like, I don't know. Like I said, I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I did. While on the subject of computer stuff, does anyone happen to know someone who can write a simple program or script? Well, Sato, I can write simple programs or scripts. That's about all I can do. Also, there's some folks on the Discord that are into programming. So, you know, if you want to post it up there, sure. They'd be up for it. Okay, we got a sliding door here. Ooh, and a decal. Sorry, a sticker. Oh wait, no, that's just a... So that door goes back and forth. What do you need done, Sato? Same. It might just be his mic, but his voice is slightly annoying. Yeah, I just, you know, like I said, I feel bad. I'm sure he's a lovely dude. He's done a lot for Lego builders, and we probably all owe him something for great content, but man. You know, and the thing is, like, honestly, more power to that guy. You know, maybe he's had that feedback before that his voice is annoying. He's still out there making great shit for us. So, good for him. Okay. Got the entryway coming together a little bit more. All right, got a platform or a plate. It's interesting, like everybody hates the sound of their own voice too. Some nice little decoration there, I think. So yeah, I think Happy Train, this means that we gotta record a little ident thing for Charles Brixton's show. I think that's what this means. Yep. And then we'll have to have a segment of a show air next week. If we can get it together in time. I need to get that minifig so I can help out. Alright, so we're almost all locked in now on this kind of first floor bit. Bag 4. Sato. That's gotta annoy you so much. Skipping over car builds and going straight to some castle. I could just feel you seething when that happens. All right. Oh, super cool. Check this out. I love this. Hang on. I'll show you. Get all those pieces out of the bag. All right, so we're doing a large screen TV. How cool is this? Number 10. I'm used to it, says Sato. Skipping over those car builds. Hey, that looks familiar. A news anchor with some stuff. Maybe I should start wearing a suit for the news. What do you think? That might be a good idea. Oh, hang on. We got some minifigs we gotta do. Yes, do it. What, to the suit? The problem with the suit is that's not very fun for me, I think. Daredevil with some horns. Put him over here. I actually like these baseball caps, the hair like integrated. Nice. All right, now the flat screen goes here, and then it clicks in right here. And it's up in the lobby for everyone to watch while they're waiting. Super cool. Love that. What a great detail. Now we're like anchoring in, getting the walls stabilized a bit. Man, this is gonna be quite the build here. Yes, do it on the suit. See, we will see. I think before I do the suit, I want to get a Lego background news studio going. All right, so that's now much more solid. Still a little bit iffy on these windows, but it's way, way better. Okay. Now just tiling up the rest of the bit. I'm kind of not loving this gap right there. I don't know what that's for, but hopefully it gets covered up. Again, I've not read any reviews of this set, but I just saw a huge skyscraper. Looks really good. Oh, forgot a few pieces here. The way you do the stream has inspired me a little bit in how I approach the content I want to make. Oh, great. Happy. That's like one of the best things I've heard. You know, it's a lot harder to come up with the kind of like, you know, storyline stuff. And I know it's not for everybody, but I like it. So, you know, I'm doing it for me and all of you. But I know it's not like the normal streaming content. So if it's been inspiring, that is awesome to hear. Just want to have fun. Love stories. We love collaborations. I mean, look how many good ideas we had tonight. Like rapid succession too. Power of the crew coming together. Okay, there we are. All right, now it looks like we're fixing the hole. Definitely getting a little bit hungry. I look forward to a post-stream. Oh. Until I screwed that up. I was wondering, it felt awfully unstable. Come on. There. Oop. Almost threw that piece off the table. Very odd collection of pieces here. Just making sure it's all Gonna head out tonight. Time to eat. Thanks for the stream. You are super welcome, Happy Train. Thanks for joining. Thanks for contributing. We will catch up very soon about Charles Brixton. Okay. Oop. Not the right piece. There we are. Okay, we now got a railway track. And they give us a little spot in the instructions to check that. Okay. And now we can install this. Oh. Wow. Did y'all see that? Very interesting. Okay, now we take these old school railway tracks and put them in. This is gonna add a lot of strength to the wall. Bouncing that track a little bit. It's a pretty clever idea, adding support like this. A little snot action. Really makes everything a lot stronger. Sorry to phone call back now. That's all right, Echo. We're glad to have you back. I'm like 2 tracks short. Well, I'm missing a bag for sure. And I was. I'm surprised you can even take a phone call at 11. Echo, my phone just goes to D&D after 10. Yeah, these are train tracks. These are like old school 1980s and 1990 train tracks with the grippy rail. I'll bet these haven't been manufactured in 20 years for LEGO. I got a bunch of them, but it's nice to see them being used again. So check out that front bit. Yeah, this is going to be great to light. Getting back to my question, what I could use is something to combine 2 or more Bricklink Studio part palette files into one. Huh. Okay, Sato, I'm interested, you know? And the train wheels had those rubber rings on them. Yes, I've got loads of those. The irony is that, like, I think those motors and everything were much heavier back then. And they still, they would put weights in the steam engines, for example. All right, so we got the Daily Bugle logo there. Check that out. Oh, did I mention I found the piece that I lost? It was on my chair when I came back. Very interesting little build there. Not really sure what that's going to be. Daily. Do you ever have any 12-volt trains, Echo Bricks? Love those 12-volt trains. So good. Bugle. Bueller. Bueller. All right. And put in these little jumper pieces right here. Used to when I was young. Yeah. My prized possessions. Do some shallow trays to put parts on when building might help. Yeah. I don't normally have a lot of drops or whatever, but whoop. There we go. Studio allows to import a LEGO set with the correct part numbers, but they have no option to combine 2 or more sets, and I want to move on to using more than one set for my alternate builds, which I primarily design digitally before I start with bricks. Oh, I didn't know you started digitally. Maybe you told me that, Sato, but I couldn't remember. Right, so you basically want to take a file and concatenate it and then import it, sounds like. I mean, depending on the structure, I think it's just XML, isn't it? That could be super straightforward. Do you know how to do the combination manually, Sato? So an AC unit here. With a pigeon on it, or a bird. Now we're getting floodlight built, I think. It's interesting how many minifigs they have in this set. They really went all out on the minifigs, didn't they? I feel like this is such a stereotypical back alley scene. They did a great job with this. And the light. All right, turning it back around. I wonder what this is going to be, some sort of little garden thing. The plot thickens. Headset 7720, just found it on Brickset. Yes, I still have my original 7720 Echo. That was my pride and joy as a kid. It's funny how that number just gets burned in your brain too. Just found an article explaining how to do it through Excel, but the writer is focused on getting his own parts collection as a palette. Okay. Yeah, like, you know, send me some info. I don't think it'll be that hard. %, of my work is design work is done digitally, just easier to move stuff around or find it. Yeah, agreed. Oh, I think we're building a newsstand actually. That's what we're building. Where is the piece I need? I'm definitely missing a clip somewhere. Great. All right, we have a missing clip. Actually, I'm missing. Oh, there's the piece that I thought I was missing. So I got these two. Come on, clip. Where are you? Definitely don't think I dropped anything. Well, it's a very odd piece to just go walkies. Alright, we'll leave that there. We piece together the mystery of the missing clip. Man, another piece. I'm gonna check check the bags and see if I just forgot them. And guess what, friends? I did. There they are. Well, that's a relief. Panic in MonoTown. Peace panic. Yep. There we go. I'll post in the Discord tomorrow. Cool, Sato. Yeah, do that. We'll see what we can see. This is an interesting piece. I'm not sure if this is new, but it's got, you know, kind of an interesting plate where it's got the studs on either end, or panel, I guess is what they're called. CSV files apparently. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so it's not XML. Business. Oh man. All right, we got stickers coming in big time. 21. All right, 21 is on white. Sorry, 21 is on yellow. Put this guy like there. And then white is I love NYC. We should get our own MonoTown stuff. Haha, I brick. Oh, I like that. I brick NYC. And then blue is 14. Postcard or something. So now we got that in there. Building up this bit here. Looks like it might be a roof of some sort. Yep. Little newsstand guy. Man, that's quite the panic. We had thrown away some pieces by accident. So I always keep the bags handy. LEGO designers definitely like little newsstands, little snack stands and stuff. They had one with the police station. I like this little guitar solo bit. Here we go. Nice, that looks sharp. Newsstand, comics, magazines, and postcards, it says. A very interesting little build. Whoop. Hang on a second. That didn't click in like I was expecting it to. Yep, because they're too low. One second. There we go. So I'm very excited for the new season of LEGO Masters. That was like a real thrill watching it last year. Or was it 2 years ago? I don't remember. I forgot if you said, but there is a UK version of that show at all in the works. So Lone Gopher, the UK version was actually the first version of the show. And I would say it was much lower budget. You know, it was probably the first time they'd monkeyed with the idea. It was all right, but the Australian version and the US version are very close and kind of follow the Top Chef formula, I would say. And they're significantly better. I would just say like the builders weren't fantastic on the first version of the UK thing. And it was kind of, I don't know, maybe a little bit less competition oriented. Not that the US one is like cutthroat or anything, but definitely it's just like way more about the competition. With LEGO Masters, Netherlands, Belgium just finished 2 weeks ago. I've had my share for now. Yeah, Sato's not a fan. Those are in Dutch, right? Sato. Okay, now we're putting another leaf on here. All right, bag 5. What's this parking meter going? Jake says hi, he's working in the minute, but hopes to catch you later if you're still on. Well, I was just thinking, Echo, and that's super cool that Jake says that. I was just thinking we're probably at a reasonable stopping point. Bag 5 here and all. Where it looks like we're gonna build the taxi and Mr. Sandman. But I think we could probably leave this for Tuesday night. We got one floor done and a bit more. And I'm super excited about this build. You know, it's been great. It's been great hanging out. Really enjoyed the brainstorming about MonoTown FC, our new football club, and we're going to continue the madness on Tuesday night. And hopefully I'll see you all then as well. Let's do a raid. We raided on Thursday night, and it was super cool. We raided a new LEGO streamer, and you know, I just thought it was great. So had a fun time doing that. Let's see what we can see, and I'll check in on GRG for you, Lone Gopher. I know that's driving you nuts. So good. All right, let's see here. Let's find somebody that might be a little bit smaller, maybe. I destroyed the LEGO Imperial Star Destroyer. How about, here's one. Y'all ready, chat? What's with the leftover parts? So part of it, Sato, was I didn't tile this front bit because I'm just going to use, I didn't put the curbing in, so that's where most of them are coming from. And then another is a bag that's unnumbered that I had to open, so not as many as it seems. What time am I on Tuesday? We'll see everybody back here at 10 p.m. Tuesday night UK time. So we go from 10 to about midnight, and we do that same time Thursday as well, and then Sunday. And then sometimes a bonus stream. I'm going to be on holiday this coming weekend, so I'll probably do some bonus streams as well. All right, we're going to raid Vile Malapert and see how this goes. All right, we'll see you on the flip side, chat. Thanks so much.